Assalamu alaikum and welcome from GYMKHANA for the second match of Shaikhani Super League, which is being played between Arham Sports and Team Symmetric Group. It's the second match of this triangular series in which once again Arham Sports are in action, who were victorious in the first match few days ago against Team Big Bang. Symmetric Group on the other hand are playing their first match of the series, and tonight they won the toss and have decided to bat first, something that Arham Sports also did in the first match, and were able to score more than 200 runs and were able to win that game by a very small margin of 5 runs, courtesy of that brilliant batting performance from Team Big Bang, where an unbeaten century from Rehan Nazim. Even then they just could not go over the winning line, but it was a nail-biting encounter, a match that went down to the wire. But Arham Sports once again will be looking to showcase their dominance. Shaikhani has once again started with the new ball, and this time a full toss has been dealt with very nicely indeed by the right-hander. A boundary towards the leg side to start the proceedings. It's a high-scoring ground, GYMKHANA, with not big boundaries on either side of the wicket. And as a spinner, if you're going to bowl dead length and dead line to a right-hander, especially with a very short leg side boundary, you're asking for trouble. He's going to come over the wicket once again to the right-handed opener, with two fielders outside the 30-yard circle are standing at deep mid wicket and long off. Flighting it up once again, coming down the wicket, but just not being able to time it well enough. Uzair Ahmed, the captain of Symmetric Group, won the toss, decided to bat first. Pretty sure Heather Ali, the captain of Team Arham Sports, would have done the same if they had won the toss. There's always been a very good batting track here at GYMKHANA, full of runs. Worked away on the leg side, wanted to get that run, but he was denied that single by his partner at the other end, and I think it was a right call as well. Uzair Ahmed, the captain himself, has come out to open the batting alongside Imanul Haq, facing Shaikhani. Once again, a loopy delivery outside the off stump, but this time Shahid Aslam will stretch his arms to call it a wide outside the off stump, so another extra run added to the total. He was very successful in that first match as well, Shaikhani, where he picked up 2 wickets in his 4 overs. His line of attack was outside the leg stump, where he troubled most of the right-handed batters and picked up 2 wickets in the batting power play. So the first over has been done. It's 6 without a wicket. अब आ रही है? He's going to share the new ball alongside Shaikhani from the other end. Imanul Haq on strike, a rising delivery which has been worked away on the leg side, and yet another single has been taken very comfortably. Promising fast bowler Shahzeb bowled a very good last over in the other match against Big Bang Productions, where he managed to defend 15 runs and help his side to get off to a winning start in this triangular series, Shaikhani Super League, which is being played here at GYMKHANA, and you can catch all the action live on the YouTube channel of TNVisions production. Fast bowler operating with a third man and deep square leg standing in the boundary ropes. The captain is now on strike. operating from over the wicket with 4 fielders standing inside the inner ring on the offside. We can see the fielder at extra cover for a point, and a fielder at mid-off, as the fine leg fielder is still inside the inner ring along with the fielder at mid-wicket. Thikish outside edge, that's going to run fine, but luckily there is a fielder at third man who is going to stop that boundary, will just get a run. He has been on points so far, Shahzeb. 2 back of line deliveries followed up with a outswinger that was pitched outside the off stump and managed to induce an outside edge, but since there was no fielder standing at first slip, so it ran down towards the fielder at third man. Powerfully driven, beautiful piece of timing and placement. Another rising delivery, but this time he got on top of the bounce and just blazed it out the way over the fielder at extra cover. Nothing much wrong with that delivery. It was a really quality stroke from Emmanuel Haq. Getting top of the bounce, making full use of his height, reaching out for that delivery outside the off stump and passing it. That fielder at cover where Shaikhani was placed. Short a length, pulled away into the gap. That's going to run away for 4 as well. Back-to-back boundaries for Emmanuel Haq. The short lane is clearly not working against him. The first one on the offside, this one between the fielder at mid-wicket and mid-on. Making a statement very early in this innings, Emmanuel Haq, in this batting power play. But it's a high-scoring ground. We have seen that already in the past, so they'll have to make sure that they can keep up taking up wickets in this batting power play. Otherwise, both these openers will be looking to milk on runs, especially with this line of attack. On the leg side, worked away towards the fielder at deep square leg. They're running the first one hard, won't come back for the second. He had a lot of ground to cover, the fielder at deep square leg, which he did, and he stopped that second one. So a decent over comes to an end for the betting side's point of view. It's 17 without a wicket after 2 overs. Shaikhani will continue with his second over. He'll come over the wicket once again to the right-hander. Slightly shorter, but just did not give enough room to free his arm so that he could have placed that ball on the offside. But a pretty decent first over. He went for just 6 runs. Got hit for a boundary, but he came back very well. Flighting it up once again. It's up in the air, but very lucky the batter because the fielder at long off was in place. Had he been positioned at mid-on, would have been a regular chance for him. Bowling in the batting power play, still not afraid of flighting the ball up. Shaikhani, as a sign that he's clearly looking to pick up wickets. Loopy delivery outside. He also has he got an outside edge. There is a big appeal there from the bowler and the wicket keeper, but Shahid Aslam is unmoved. He's still appealing for it. Was there a turn or was there a bit of an outside edge? Only the replay is going to tell us. Nevertheless, it was a decent delivery once again from Shaikhani, and he still cannot believe it. Would have been an ideal start this for Arham Sports if he had managed to pick up that wicket, but not to be. Just could not convince the on-field umpire on that occasion. This time it's well outside the off stump. We'll have to wait for the umpire. This time he decided not to extend his arms. So he's changing it up very nicely indeed, Salman. In the previous over, we saw a few deliveries outside the leg stump. This time he has been targeting outside the off stump. He has managed to guide that one. Two fielders are after the ball. They're running the first one hard, looking to come back for the second run. There is a confusion in the middle. Chance of a run out, and he misses. Both these batters were stranded at the middle of the pitch. And I think there was a run out opportunity at both ends for the wicketkeeper. He was standing in front of the pitch as well. Another opportunity missed to get a wicket. They were always looking to go for that second one. The fielders did the right thing by throwing it at the wicketkeeper's end. Instead of going to the stumps, he decided to throw from where he was and just could not hit the stumps directly. So living with danger so far in this over, both these batters. An appeal was turned down, then a run-out opportunity has been missed. Captain once again on strike, and slight change in the field now. Fielder standing at first slip. Another appeal, but I think it was pitching down the leg side. Straight away, Shahid Aslam was offering the cap to the bowler. So a dot delivery to end the over with just 3 runs coming in that over from the left arm spinner. It's 20 without a wicket after 3 overs. So 20 without a wicket after first 3 overs. Shahzeb is going to continue with his second as well. We saw a run out opportunity being missed in the previous over. Imanul Haq on the other hand took the fast bowler to cleaners, but he hit back-to-back boundaries in his first. Will he look to go after the fast bowler once again? Both the fielders are now standing at long on and deep in wicket. Another short delivery put away on the offside. Not good bowling this from Shahzeb. He has taken the fielder at third man inside and he continues to bowl outside the off stump. That too shorter in length. And this is exactly what Imanul Haq was waiting for. Slashing hard at it, hitting it over the back for a point fielder and getting yet another 4. Making full use of that pacey delivery. Just angling it over the fielder on the offside and earning himself another boundary. Imanul Haq clearly being the aggressor in this small opening stand up till now. Good ball, really good delivery. That was a throw crusher and he still is struggling, Imanul Haq. And he is now down. For a moment we thought that the ball might have hit the toe end of the bat, but it crushed the toes of the right-hander. And he is clearly struggling. That's a peach of a ball from any fast bowler. We usually see these sort of deliveries towards the end of the innings. But how well has he delivered that one? Brilliant comeback this from the fast bowler. We just witnessed a throw-crushing Yorker, because of which Emmanuel Haq has now been retired hurt. Abdul Rahman Niazi is the new batter in, the left-hander coming into bat at number 3. And really don't think that he's going to be playing any further part in this match now, Emmanuel Haq, because of that beautiful delivery from Shahzeb. There you see the left-hander now on strike will be facing the music from Shahzeb, who came back very strongly after being hit for a boundary of the very first delivery. The fielding side, Arham Sports, meanwhile, busy in making some adjustments to the field, since it's the left hand and right hand combination now out there in the middle. Now they have positioned a fielder at deep backward of point and a fielder at deep third man. To the new batter, there is a fielder at first slip, Salman Shaikhani himself standing there, and the fine leg is still inside. So we might see a ball angling away from the left-hander. Outside edge and put down. Oh, that plan was set up perfectly, but they just could not execute it in the end. He's on his knees, Salman Shaikhani. Well, he put few down in the first match as well. That was a beautiful delivery once again. Induce and outside edge, everything was right until that point when that catch was not taken by Salman. Oh, that was... would have been a perfect start once again for Arham Sports, but not to be. Worked away on the leg side. 2 fielders are after the ball. Mid-on is going to get there in the end. He's going to get off the mark with that single. Well, he has been bowling very well, Salman Shaikhani, but the catches are not being taken by the experienced campaigner. I really get the feeling he should slaughter a good so that he can start taking catches in this important series. Like we mentioned earlier, he dropped few down in the first match as well against Big Bang Productions. They were very lucky to get away with that, since they just managed to win that game by 5 runs, but still early in this game, and he has already put a sitter down at the first slip. Uzair Ahmed, the captain, now is on strike. Outside edge, gets it past that fielder at back for a point. Third man won't get there. It's the first boundary coming from the bat of the captain. In fact, the second one. First one against a fast bowler. Bowling it outside the off stump, inviting that drive, playing it away from his body and just getting it towards the right side of the backward of point fielder. And once again, it's that man, Salman Shaikhani, who was positioned out there. So the ball is following him everywhere, it seems. First slip still in place. Better line of attack worked away on the leg side. There is ample of spaces available there on that side of the wicket, and they're going to collect a couple. Mid-on and square leg both were in place. There was no fielder at deep mid wicket, so the big gap was on offer, and he managed to get 2 runs very easily. So a pretty eventful over comes to an end from Shahzeb. He managed to injure the batter. He got hit for 2 boundaries, and a catch was dropped as well. So 31 without a wicket after 4 overs. Remember, it's the second match of this Shaikhani Super League being played between Symmetric Group and Arham Sports. Symmetric Group won the toss today, decided to bat first. Hassan Ahmed, the wicketkeeper, Uzair Ahmed, the captain, who is opening the batting. Abdul Rahman Niazi, the batter, the left-hander. Afzal Rao, Ali Qureshi, Hamza Sarwar, Imanul Haq, unfortunately injured. He was opening the batting with the captain as well. Mohammad Asif, Mohammad Shehzad, Noor Habib, and Rumal Ahmed. In fact, it's Mohammad Behzad who is in the playing 11 as well. And if we talk about Arham, Haider Ali, the captain, Rehan Rashid, who scored a brilliant half-century in the previous game, Abdullah Alam, Abdullah Nawab, the leg spinner, Fayaz Hussain, the left-arm Chinaman, Mohammad Hamza, Mohammad Mohsin, the hero for them in the previous match where he picked up a hat-trick and brought that match in their favor, Noor, Salman Shaikhani, the left-arm spinner, Shahzeb, and the inclusion of the left-handed middle-order batter, Umair Tariq. So 31 without a wicket after 4 overs. Time for the first change in the bowling attack. Another left arm spinner. Uzair now will be replacing Shaikhani, who once again bowled 2 overs in the batting power play. Left-hander Abdur Rahman Niazi is on strike. Remember, just 2 fielders are outside the 30-yard circle. Starts off with a short delivery. Chance for the fielder, a deep mid wicket, and he doesn't make any mistake. It's Fayaz Hussain who takes a really good catch over his head. There was just one fielder position deep on the leg side. He could not have picked him out perfectly. For short, could have hit that anywhere. Instead, he hit it straight into the hands of Fayaz. And Abdur Rahman Niazi, well, unfortunately, he will be walking back to the dugout after just scoring 1 run tonight for his side. But straight away picked up a wicket Uzair in his first delivery. And an ideal start this for Arham Sports. Symmetric group, on the other hand, are now 31 for 1. With Abdur Rahman Niazi walking back after scoring just 1 of 3 deliveries. So first wicket has now been picked by Uzair. Hamza Sarwar, the new batter, in. Well, technically, it's just a first wicket down, but he's coming into bat at number 4 since Emanul Haq was injured. And since his departure, the run rate has definitely gone down for Symmetric Group. Well, they're still playing their first match of this series, so I think they're going to take a little bit more time to get adjusted to the conditions. Big appeal once again, but I still believe the ball was pitching outside the leg stump. It's very difficult to get the leg before decision in your favor. Especially when the ball was angling down the leg side. It was an arm ball attempted. Well, not looking to turn the ball a great deal so far, Uzair. He's just firing in those deliveries. Another arm ball, playing it with a straighter bat towards mid-off. So far, so good. There's Uzair. A wicket following it up by 3 dot deliveries. You can see the pressure mounting on the new batter. Slightly shorter, but once again just could not thread the gap. No fielder standing outside the inner ring on the offside, so he can still afford to give himself room. But the bowling side is applying all the pressure, even having the fielder at first slip now. So brilliant start this one was there. A wicket maiden to start his spell with. 5 overs have now been completed. The score remains on 31 for 1. So 31 for 1 after 5 overs. 1 over still remaining in this batting power play, and we are looking at another change being made in the bowling attack. Noor, the fast bowler, has now been given the ball. And he was pretty expensive in that solitary over that he bowled in the previous match, where he went for 21. Was hit for 3 maximums by Rehan Nazim. Starting over the full toss, put away towards the fielder at mid-on, but won't get a run. So an ideal start this from Arham Sports, continuing their dominance in this Shaikhani Super League. Tonight they are bowling first. The other day they were batting first and they were defending a total. Down the leg side, might be given as a wide. Yes, it is. So an extra run once again added to the total. It's the first run being added after 8 deliveries in this innings. So they have significantly slowed down Symmetric group, especially when they lost their opening batter because of the injury that he sustained in his right leg, and a batter who was dismissed in the previous over. Hitting it towards long off will get a run, Uzair. Well, they need someone to hit boundaries at least from one end. We saw that in the first game as well. A target of 202 was almost chased down by Team Big Bang, so they'll have to make sure that they put up some runs on the board. It's a very high scoring ground, but even 170 or 80 might be a par score. Short and wide, put away. There is a fielder out there at deep extra cover who is running away towards his left, and he does a very good job in the end. Most importantly, he denied that second run. Although it was placed into the gap, had they run the first one hard, could have easily come back for the second, but it was a brilliant piece of fielding there from Umair Tariq, standing there at deep extra cover. Better line of attack this time from Noor compared to what he bowled in the first match. Both the batters are slightly on the back foot. Just get the feeling they need to take a little more risk at this stage of the innings to put the pressure back on the bowling side. Powerfully struck, but once again the fielder has been positioned perfectly. It's Fayaz Hussain once again in action, and tell you what, he was charging towards the ball and he had a shy at the bowler's end. He had hit the stumps directly. Who knows, might have been a close call for a run out, because the batter Arham was just jogging down the other end. He saw the opportunity there that the batter was slowing down. He instantly threw at the bowler's end, and well, he was very lucky there, Uzair. Walking it away towards fine leg, will get yet another run. So a decent start this from Noor Ahmed. Just 5 runs coming in his opening over. The batting power play has been done. Symmetric group, well, they are completely on the back foot. Have just scored 36 runs in the batting power play in the first 6 overs. .36 for 1. Uzair will continue with his second, once again coming around the wicket to the right-hander. The 5 fielders are now standing outside the ring. Might be looking to turn the ball now, might be looking to flight the ball a little bit more, since he can, so that he can afford to invite the batter to go for that big stroke. Both the batters are clearly not showing any intentions whatsoever to hit those big shots. Softly dab towards the fielder on the offside. Fayaz Hussain once again in action, and tell you what, once again he was targeting that end where Uzair was running. Just dabbing it and running for that single. He was slightly on the back foot, because of which might have taken a extra bit of second, and he had already given up. Might have not been in the frame had that ball hit the stumps. Big appeal. Hitting the stumps. Yes, it is. He was on the back foot. It was an arm delivery that came back in after pitching. And he's still complaining to the umpire. Might have been a little too high, but the decision has been made already. And it's that man, Uzair, once again, who is amongst the wickets. It's his second wicket already and has just conceded 2 runs so far in his spell. Hamza Server once again could not make any significant contribution towards his team score. Walking back after scoring just 3, it's 38 for 2. So 2 wickets have gone down, and it's a good sign for Symmetric group, because Imanul Haq, who was initially injured when he was struck on his front foot, in fact, has once again come out to bat. So good signs this for Symmetric group, because he was definitely coming in with an aggressive mindset when he struck 3 boundaries earlier on when he came out to open the batting. Uzair, on the other hand, has been very clinical with the ball. He has given nothing away in the spell so far. Bowling wicket to wicket, varying his pace very nicely, very cleverly, and that is why he has been rewarded with 2 wickets. Slightly shorter, getting an inside edge. Third man is after it, but the ball is going to win the race. So he has started from where he left off before he got injured. Once again, getting a boundary. Not much wrong with that delivery. It was slightly outside the off stump. Just got a thickish inside edge, and the ball ran fine towards third man. This is exactly what Team Symmetry needs right now. Few boundaries so that they can put the pressure back on the bowling side. Driven firmly towards the fielder at long off, will get a single and retain the strike at the start of next over. Another successful over comes to an end from Uzair. Here he conceded 7 runs and picked up that wicket. 7 overs have now been done and dusted. Symmetric group are 43 for 2. 43 for 2 as Nurul Haq is beginning his second. Once again hitting it towards the fielder at mid-wicket. We might see him struggling with the running between the wickets, and you might see him dealing in boundaries mostly in this innings, Imanul Haq. And his team would want him to stay for as long as possible. Nicely bowled and nicely played as well by the captain. Will get a single towards deep extra cover. First 3 overs were slightly expensive, where they managed to concede 20 runs, but after the back they have came back very strongly. Arham Sports haven't conceded many runs. They have picked up 2 wickets as well, and so far the bowling changes are working for Haider Ali, the captain. Advancing down the track, showing aggression once again, but this time just missing the line of the ball, and the ball just going past the outside edge. Came down the wicket, created that room for himself by slightly moving away from the leg stump, but just could not connect. Well, the idea was right, since once again the third man and back for a point, both the fielders are inside the inner ring. Advances, this time hitting it towards the left of the fielder at long off. Fayaz Hussain, he fumbles up. Well, this is something we haven't seen so far from this fielder. He has been simply on point. Once again running towards the ball, and the ball just not sticking into the hands, just jumping out of his hands. And not only did he misfield that one, but the ball went past the boundary ropes as well. So a costly miss this from Fayaz. And in the process the 50 also comes up for Symmetric group. Slightly short, put away once again towards that man Fayaz. He has been very busy in the field tonight. He has already taken a very good catch. Will get yet another run, this time Imanul Haq in the last ball of the over. It's 50 for 2 after 8. Nicely put away, straight down the ground towards long off. They're running the first hard, but we'll just get a run. Well, Imanul Haq clearly is a very aggressive runner between the wickets, but he needs that support from the other end as well. Uzair has been watching all the action from the other end in the previous few overs. It's important that he just picks up the single and give as much strike as possible to Iman, who has clearly been the aggressor. Not only in this partnership, but with all the 4 batters that have come out to bat so far from the batting sides. Slightly shorter, but still couldn't get it past that fielder at back for a point. He's mixing it up very nicely so far, Uzair. Left arm spinners are always a treat to watch, especially in T20 cricket. Might not be a great turner of the cricket ball, but his line and length has been simply immaculate tonight. And as a result, he's already into his third over and has just gone for 10 and has picked up both the wickets to fall in this innings. Slightly short, gets a thickish outside edge, and that's going to run fine. This is a fortunate boundary, this for the captain. He was clearly beaten by the pace and bounce on that one. Once again, trying to hit it a little too hard and just getting a thickish outside edge in front of the gloves of the wicketkeeper. And gets a fortunate boundary. But they all count. This is exactly what they want at the moment as well. Seven of the over already with the ball remaining. Really good effort from the fielder at back for a point, just not allowing both these batters to cross for that single. So a dot ball to end the over with. The score is going to remain on 57 for 2 after 9. Audio 57 for 2 after 9 as Nurul Haq continues with his third. He has been lofted over long on, and that's going to be the first maximum of the innings. And no surprises coming from the bat of the aggressor Imanul Haq. It was right in the slot. He was waiting for that length, just clearing his front leg, hitting it with a straight bat. And although there were both the fielders positioned at long on and long go, but he timed it so nicely that it just went over his head and landed beyond the ropes. So perfect start to the over. This time thrashing it on the offside. There is a fielder at cover who does a bit of a futsal skills, but I think the ball might have touched the boundary ropes. Well, the umpire might have a word with the fielder, but well, he thinks it's a clean save. Once again, driving the ball on the offside. So futsal skills being shown there by the fielder who stopped that ball with his left foot. It's a good start to this over. 9 runs already, the first 3 balls. The captain once again on strike. He's holding one end. Might not be dealing in boundaries, but he's making sure that they do not lose any more wickets. And I think it's a sensible approach as well from the captain himself. He knows he's got a partner at the other end who is dealing in boundaries, so all he needs to do is to make sure that he keeps on rotating the strike and give as much strike as possible to Iman. Need to get going after this over because it's the 10th over in progress and they're just 67 on the board. He once again lofts it. Chance for the fielder at long off and he doesn't make any mistake. He's simply one of the gun fielders in this lineup. Fayaz Hussain. He has already taken a really good catch on the leg side. This time the ball was traveling towards his left and he judges it perfectly in the end. And it's a big fish as well because Imanul Haq was clearly looking very dangerous. He was once again looking to loft that ball over long off. But he sets underneath that and took it comfortably in the end. So Nurul Haq finally picks up a wicket. Imanul Haq walks back to the dugout. And Symmetric group have now lost their third. They are 67 for 3. So 3 wickets have gone down with the score of 67 and it's Mohammad Asif who has come out to bat at number 5. Saw a blistering innings of Imanul Haq that was curtailed by that delivery from Nurul Haq who scored 38 tonight. So the wicket continues to flow for Arham Sports. They haven't allowed a big partnership to build in this innings so far. Full toss that has been worked away towards the fielder at long on will get off the mark straight away with that single. The boundaries have clearly dried up now for Symmetric. Another successful over comes to an end. Noor picked up that wicket of Imanul Haq. 10 overs have now been completed. Symmetric group are 68 for 3. It's a time for another change in the bowling attack. Uzair has now been replaced by Mohsin. Tall spinner, big tenor of the cricket ball, was a hero for them in the previous match against Big Bang, where he managed to win that game single-handedly by picking up 3 wickets. In fact, he picked up a hat-trick as well. And he almost picked up another one. In fact, he has picked up a wicket. The ball just turning away after pitching. He was looking to drive that ball towards the onside. And straight away amongst the wickets now, Mohsin. And the struggle continues for Symmetric. Now they have lost their 4th wicket with Asif, who has been the latest casualty. Brilliant stumping as well from the wicketkeeper behind the stump. As soon as he gathered the ball, he had no hesitation in taking the bails off. And Asif came and he went after scoring just 1 for his side. Symmetry are now 69 for 4. 69 for 4. And the new batter comes in at number 6. Ubaid Farazi, another right-handed batter. He proved to be too hot to handle in that first match, Mohsin, and he has straight away created that impact. He's going to come over the wicket once again to the right-hander. It's the other one, the ball that just turns away after pitching. Well, he's got the ability of turning the ball in both directions, so as a batter, you just keep on guessing until the last moment. Once again, another beautiful delivery. We had simply no answer to that one as well. I was looking to play that ball into bats. Instead, the ball just pitched and left him outside the off stump. And on top of that, he does not give any pace whatsoever as well. So if the batter is looking to play that big shot, not only they have to time the ball well enough, but they will have to generate that extra force. Might be given as a wide. Yes, it is. This time it was pitched well outside the off and just kept on moving away after pitching. They've got so many bowling options, Arham Sports. They still have got someone like Abdullah Nawab, who is yet to bowl. Going for another big hit, but not getting out of the middle of the bat. Will go straight to Shaikhani, standing there at extra cover. They've got decent fast bowlers and they are equipped with some really good spinners too. Once again, a delivery that just pitches and leaves the right-hander. So just 2 wides and a wicket in that over from Mohsin. 11 overs have now been completed. Symmetry, well, they are struggling at 70 for 4. It's a weekend's eve and we have seen few many people watching this match live from the top of the roof as Nurul Haq continues to bowl his last over of the spell. Well, he's out there since the start of the innings, Uzair, and so far he has just managed to score 23 runs in the same number of deliveries. If there is anyone who can hit the boundaries, that is him, because he has got the measure of the pitch and the conditions. Slightly short up, put away on the offside, it's into the gap, and the outfield is going to do the rest. It was short, it was wide, there was not much pace behind that delivery, just guiding it past that fielder at short third man and backward of point, and the ball just raced away to the fence. But they need plenty of those now, Symmetric group. They just cannot afford to score 5 or 6 every over. They need big overs now. 2 or 3 overs, they can manage to score in excess of 10 runs, and you never know, they're going to be right back on the track. Once again, it clearly disappointed because it was there to be hit. Once again, both the fielders were inside the inner ring. He just needed to find that gap, which he just could not. Thrashing it, but hitting it much too square. We'll just get a run, we'll get off strike. Ubaid meanwhile is now on strike. He faced 5 deliveries in that previous over. Mohammad Mohsin could not place any delivery in the gap. Let's see how he operates against the pacer. Few more people have joined us to watch this match. Short and wide, put away, it's into the gap. Brilliant effort. Really good anticipation being shown there by Umair Tariq. It's never easy when you're running towards the left side and sliding to stop that ball, which he did. Well, he gave away 21 runs in that only over that he bowled against Big Bang. So far, he has conceded 29 and about to finish his spell. Running the first one hard, Uzair. He wants the second one. He's running towards the danger end, and he's going to get there easily. So 2 runs to end the over with. 12 overs have now been completed. Nurul Haq finishes off his spell. Picked up a wicket, went for 31 in his 4 tonight. After 12, Symmetric group are 4 down with 78 on the board. It's Mohammad Mohsin once again going for that big shot on the leg side without anticipating which direction the ball is going to turn. As a batter, when you have no idea where the ball is turning, it's important that you get closer to the pitch of the ball. It's in the air, chance for the fielder at long on, but I don't think he saw that initially. He was clearly too late in spotting that ball, because of which the ball just landed in no man's land. Could have been a second wicket, but not to be. And most importantly, now Uzair on strike. Singles are not going to help the batting side at this stage. They need big overs. Once again, there has not been much on this track. Not a great deal of turn. We didn't see any swing whatsoever with the new ball either. But this gentleman is getting some serious turn and bounce on this track. And that speaks volume of the talent that he possesses. Shorter in length, put away in the gap. That's going to run away for 4. Brilliant piece of timing and placement. Wasn't that short, but he just rocked on the back foot and hit it in front of square on the field at square leg. First sign of aggression there from Obed. But the job is not done yet. Just letting that ball go straight to the wicket keeper, anticipating the umpire to call it as a wide, but that was not the case. 6 runs once again coming in that over. Pretty decent one from the bowling side's point of view. 13 overs have now been done. Symmetric group are 4 down for 84. It's time for another change in the bowling attack. Nurul Haq, who finished off his spell, has now been replaced by another leg spinner, Abdullah Nawab. He has been brought on in the bowling attack in the 14th over, where he bowled during the batting power play in the previous match. Was a touch expensive the other night. Looking to sweep that one, getting an inside half of the bat. Will just get a run towards fine leg. Has been a difficult going for Symmetric group tonight. But the credit should be given to the way Arham Sports have bowled tonight. Bit of a collision there between the bowler and the batter at the non-striker's end, but still completed that single easily. As a batting side, they will be hoping that they can score at least 10 or 12 runs and over in the last 6.5 overs to go somewhere past 150. Going for another sweep shot, missing it altogether. Not having a great time out there in the middle. Uzair, the captain, is trying his level best but has not been able to place the ball into the gaps or to get those boundaries. No full toss, hit away in the air, but well in front of the fielder at mid wicket. Slightly shorter and good fielding on his follow through. Well, that was struck very nicely indeed. So decent over comes to an end from Abdullah. Just 3 runs from it. It's 87 for 4 after 14. Flighting it up, hitting it just over Salman Shaikhani's head. They're looking to come back for the second run and will get there easily because the throw is not a flat one. Might go down as a chance, but this time it was a difficult one, as he was still jumping in the air and the ball just going over his hands. The score now moves on to 89 for 4 with just under 6 overs remaining now in the innings. And he's sliding it up once again. He knows the batter is struggling. Fighting very hard out there in the middle, Uzair. Coming down the wicket and he's going to be stumped. Well, the struggle finally comes to an end and it's that man against Mohammad Mohsin. Well, he deserved that wicket because he was creating all those troubles for both these batters. Uzair this time coming down the track, trying to hit across the line, but he was well beaten. And nicely stumped there once again by the wicket keeper. So they have lost half of their side now, with Uzair Ahmed now walking back after scoring 34 of 35 deliveries. It's 89 for 5. Romel is the new batter in at number 7, and he's also not being able to judge which direction the ball is going to turn. On the other hand, Mohammad Mohsin has been really clinical. Given as a wide by the on-field umpire. I think it's a little harsh on the bowlers because the ball pitched well inside the guideline and then it turned away from the right-hander. Coming down the wicket, he's going to be stumped as well. Well, he has been spot on, the wicket-keeper behind the stumps. He hasn't missed any chance tonight. 3 has come in his direction and he has taken them all with his gloves. Romel coming down the wicket, almost yorked himself. The ball once again turning away after pitching. And by the time he was looking to turn back inside the crease, it was a little too late for him. He picks up his 3rd of the night. And Symmetric group have have lost their sixth, with Romel walking back without even troubling the scorers. It's 90 for 6 down. Six down for just 90 runs on the board as the man at number 8 walks in. Ali Qureshi, another right-hander, will be facing Mohammad Mohsin, who is got 3 wickets so far, and he still has an over remaining after this one, so he can still better his figures. Low full toss put away towards the fielder at mid-wicket. Will get around on the very first ball. Will get off the mark as well. A very successful over comes to an end from Mohsin, where he picked up 2 wickets. Didn't go for many runs. It's 91 for 6 after 15. Abdullah Nawab, in the process of bowling his second over, starts off with 2 dot deliveries. Relatively 2 new batters at the crease, because neither of them has faced many deliveries. Short and length put away on the leg side. Fayaz Hussain once again in action. In fact, it was Shahzeb who was running away towards his right, and a valiant effort went in vain. A welcome boundary for Symmetric group. Slightly shorter in length. He's a much easier bowler to negotiate as compared to Mohammad Mohsin. And Shahzeb just got there but still couldn't pull the ball back inside the ropes. Low full toss. Hit away towards the fielder at long on. Once again Shahzeb in place, this time towards his left. And he does well. Knocked him over, this time the wrong gun. And he disturbs the off stump. Spinning his magic now, Abdullah Nawab. A ball that pitched slightly wider outside the off stump and came back in after pitching. Looking to work it away from his body without using his feet, and he paid the price for it. Continuously losing their wickets tonight, Symmetric group, and now they have lost their 7th, with Ubaid Farazi walking back after scoring 7. Hassan, the new right-hander, on the crease, and he almost dragged it back onto the stumps. There's another slider attempted by Abdullah Nawab. The ball just came back in, getting an inside half of the bat, and was lucky that the ball did not roll back onto the stumps. So another successful over comes to an end from a spinner. And the score remains on 96 for 7 after 16. Mohsin starting his last of the spell and once again bowls it outside the off stump. Almost every batter have struggled against him tonight. We haven't seen any batter using his feet. In fact, both of the batter who tried to do that ended up losing their wicket. Picked up 3 wickets in the other match, picked up 3 tonight as well. Still has 4 deliveries to pick a few more. Walked away towards the fielder at long on, will just get a run. They need few big overs, especially towards the end of the innings now, because just 21 legal deliveries are now left. Beautiful delivery. Not only he's getting that turn, but he's also getting the extra bounce. Even the top order batters are finding it difficult to negotiate him. Think about that off spinner, and that has been just played towards the right side of the fielder, starting at first slip. He's going to earn himself 2 runs. But that was very close, because the fielder was positioned there for exactly that sort of a stroke. He even dived away towards his right, but the ball just tipping down and went out of his reach. Going for the reverse sweep. Big appeal there from the wicketkeeper and the bowler, and the finger has been raised. He finishes off his spell with yet another wicket, his 4th of the night. And Hassan will have to walk back. What a spell this has been from Mohammad Mohsin, just giving away 15 runs tonight, picked up 4 wickets. And as a result, Symmetric group are in dire straits. And in a spot of bother with 8 down with just 99 on the board, with Hassan Ahmed now walking back after scoring just 2. That was Mohammad Mohsin's spell. 15 just runs conceded, picked up 4 wickets. And in those 24 deliveries, 17 deliveries were dot balls. So for almost 3 overs, they just could not score anything off him. 99 for the loss of 8 wickets with 3 overs still to go for Symmetric group. It's going to be an achievement even if they can score at somewhere between 120 and 130 from here on. Because Abdullah Nawab still have 2 overs remaining. He will definitely bowl the 18th and the 20th one. You talk about the strength in their bowling lineup. Their regular bowler, the wicket-taking bowler, left-arm spinner Fayaz Hussain, hasn't even bowled tonight. Even then, they have not been able to capitalize on the remaining bowlers. Drilled away towards the fielder at long on. Will get a run, Ali. With that run, 100 also comes up for Symmetric group. 100 for 8 with just 17 balls remaining. Dabbing it Just placing the ball in the gap. Show third man is in pursuit. Will get there. And they're going to complete 2 runs. Well, they need to show that sort of an urgency now. Even if they don't get those boundaries, they need to convert those singles into twos. Need to run the first one hard so that they can put the pressure on the fielders, and we might see 2 or more runs being taken. Because even singles are not going to hurt, or even couples are not going to hurt the bowling side at this stage. Because the amount of strength that they have in their batting lineup, they have all the abilities to chase down a target of 120 or 130 inside 15 overs, and that's what they're going to be looking to do as well. Hitting it straight, Abdullah Nawab just could not stop it completely. It's good running between the wickets because the ball just not went that far away from the bowler, still managed to get down to the other end. Almost every bowler has bowled their heart out tonight for Arham Sports, right from the start till the 18th over now. Shaikhani once again started the bowling with the new ball. Unfortunately could not pick up a wicket tonight, but he was once again pretty economical with the new ball in the batting power play. And then we saw Mohsin once again spinning his magic, picked up 3 wickets, in fact 4 tonight. Has now picked up 7 altogether, knocked him over. It's an Abdullah Nawab with another one. Noor this time staying on the back foot, trying to place that ball on the offside. But Abdullah Nawab being too clever, being too good for him. And they have now lost their 9th symmetric group. It's Noor walking back after scoring just 3, and 103 for 9 is the score for the batting side. So time for another change in the bowling attack. It's Shaikhani. He's come out to bowl the 19th over of the innings. The left arm spinner will once again operate over the wicket to the right-handers with just a wicket now remaining in the innings of Symmetric group. Well, it has been a struggling effort from the batting lineup. Flighting it up once again. Big appeal there from the wicket keeper, but his partner, the bowler, was not even looking at him. Slightly shorter in length, put away in the gap, but there is a fielder at mid-wicket, will just get a run. Ideally, they will be hoping that they can bat their full 20 overs, which is for that, they will have to face the remaining 10 deliveries without losing a wicket. Lighting it up, sweeping it in the air. There is a fielder at mid-wicket, will just get a run. Shot, put away wider of the fielder at long on. Has that gone all the way for 6? Yes, it has. There haven't been many big hits tonight from the innings of Symmetric group, but they are going to cherish every big shot that is going to come out of the bat. Once again, not that shot, hitting it on the back foot and hitting it wider of the fielder at long on. He goes for another one. It's a flat hit. One bounce straight to the fielder at long on, who fumbles up once again, but doesn't prove to be that costly. Just a single added to the total. He goes for another one. It's in the air. It's into the gap. And it's going to be another 4. So this is exactly the over they were looking for. A maximum and down a boundary along with those 3 singles that they took. Looks like the decision of bringing Shaikhani back into the attack did not work in the favor of Arham Sports. Single. Expensive over comes to an end. It's 117 for 9 after 19 overs. As expected, Abdullah Nawab is going to finish off the innings. Gets onto the back foot, gets hit on the pads. And he ran the first one hard, looking to come back for the second. There might be a run out. In fact, there has been a run out. Yes, the finger has already been raised at the wicket-keeper's end. Brilliant anticipation there from the wicket-keeper. As soon as he gathered the ball, he took the bails off. So in pursuit of coming back for the second run, they have lost yet another wicket, which is the final one. Which means Symmetric group have been bowled out for just 118 and they did not even bat their full 20 overs. So brilliant effort in the field, brilliant effort with the ball from Arham Sports. And they're going to be well on course to win this second game once again tonight. The captain Uzair came out to open the batting. It was a struggle for him. He scored 34 of 35 deliveries, but nothing much to talk about towards the middle stages of the innings. We saw few stars, but they were not even converted into a big score. Imanul Haq being the top scorer with 38 of 25. And after that, there was nothing much to be discussed from the batting side's point of view. And in the end, they were bundled out for just 118. Talking about the bowling performance, really good performance from all the bowlers. Uzair picking up 2, bowling 3 overs, went for just 14. Noor also picking up a wicket in his spell. Abdullah Nawab also was very good tonight, picked up 2. But the star with the show, Mohsin once again amongst the wickets, picked up 3 the other night and picked up 4 by conceding just 15 tonight. So a really good bowling performance tonight by Arham Sports. After losing the toss, they were asked to bowl first. And in the run chase, they will be requiring just 119 in their allotted 20 overs so that they can get yet another victory in this Shaikhani Super League. We'll take a short break and after that we'll be back with this run chase of Arham Sports in the second match of Shaikhani Super League being played here at GYMKHANA. So they've lost the wicket in the very first over. Abdullah Alam, who was trapped right in front of the stumps, and as a result, the left-hander Umair Tariq has come out to bat at number 3. An ideal start this for Symmetric group. If they can pick up a few more wickets in this batting power play, who knows? We might have a match on our hands. Because otherwise, 119, especially on this ground, is not a big target by any stretch of imagination. Behzad, the tall fast bowler, will be changing his angle, will come around the wicket to the left-hander. Fuller in length driven on the offside, misfield there from the fielder at backward of point, and they are going to open their account with a single. So a really good bowling performance tonight in the first innings from Arham Sports, knowing the fact that they lost the toss and they were asked to bowl first. And although they could not pick up wickets during the first 3 overs, but after that, as soon as the spinners walked in, things started to go in their favour. Especially the way Abdullah Nawab and Mohammad Mohsin bowled, who shared 6 wickets amongst them and made it much more difficult for the batting side to come back. Once again, Fuller in length, targeting the stumps. That's the way to bowl. Especially when the strong breeze is flowing across the ground, right from the right to the left to your screen. So the ball will definitely be swinging back in to the right-handers. They've come out with an attacking field setting in search of wickets. They have placed a fielder at first slip. Pick up shot on the leg side, it's into the gap. There is a fielder at fine leg and the ball just bouncing in front of him. Few steps inside the boundary ropes and that would have been a regulation chance, but not to be. But a good start this from the fast bowler. He's not afraid to pitch the ball up. He knows the shorter length is not going to work, especially on this track which does not have any lateral movement either. If he can make use of this new ball in the air, he's going to be very lethal, especially when the ball is still new and harder. Once again, a short delivery, a rising delivery, and nicely fielded. There is a shy at the wicket-keeper's end, but they are going to complete that single. Brilliant effort in the field there. As soon as he saw the ball going towards his right, he dived and stopped that one, but not before Umair Tariq completed that one. So a pretty decent opening over comes to an end from Behzad. Just 3 runs and a wicket off it. It's 3 for 1 after the first over. They've got the perfect start by getting the wicket in the very first over. Just need to make sure that they don't let go of the pressure that they maintained. Another sharp single taken. Good backing up there from the fielder at mid-off. Arham Sports, if they can manage to chase down 119 tonight, they will win 2 out of 2 in this Shaikhani Super League. Shot on the leg side, put away nicely. He just had one fielder to beat that square leg inside the 30-yard circle, and he did that perfectly, Umair. Uzair on the other hand, once again firing into a delivery into his pads, and that is where Umair likes it. A half-hearted stroke on the leg side, and that's yet another 4. 42 boundaries have been hit already in this tournament, and it's just the second match. We have been mentioning it earlier as well. This is a high-scoring ground. You see boundaries and maximums on many occasions. So Symmetric group will be thinking that they have missed out an opportunity of putting up a big score in the first innings. Two done, it's 10 for 1. Ten for 1 after 2 as Behzad continues coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Umair Tariq playing his first match of this triangular series, was not a part of the playing 11 against Team Big Bang. But tonight he has been given the opportunity to bat at number 3, which is the most crucial position in T20 cricket, especially when you have lost a wicket very early in the piece. Beautifully driven and excellently fielded. Well, that shot had boundary written all over it, but look at the way he just fielded while sliding away towards his left. Saved a boundary there for his side, and that is the sort of effort that they need at this stage of the innings as well. Even if they're not picking up wickets regularly, they can still put that pressure back on the batting side by bowling few dot balls. Slightly shorter put away, but there is a fielder at third man. Rolled his wrist and nicely guided it towards the third man fielder at the boundary ropes, and it has been signaled as a no ball there from the on-field umpire. So Hamza will be getting a free hit. Side can afford to change the field because the batter is crossed on that no ball, so Hamza will be getting a free hit. Well, he has got the license to go big. The fielder at mid-off is still in discussion with the bowler as to where to place those fielders at the boundary ropes. They have decided to place a fielder at deep square leg and a fielder at third man. So we might see another shorter length delivery once again from Behzad. He bowls it shorter. It's almost like a tennis stroke there from Hamza. He's going to get himself a 4. Was sure it was wide. He could have hit that anywhere on the offside. Instead, he just flat bats it over the fielder at mid-off and gets himself another boundary. So making full use of that free hit. Behzad on the other hand, well, a wide Yorker would have been a better option since he already had that fielder at deep third man, but he decided to go with a short length delivery and he paid the price for it. The margin of error is so minimum as a bowler when you've got not many runs to defend. Just 103 more needed with 9 wickets in hand and plenty of overs remaining as well. Straight away making some changes to the field. The long on now goes back. Square leg comes inside. So does the fielder at third man. Pulls it down the leg side. Big appeal, but it was going down. Good decision this from the on-field umpire, because you could see all the set of 3 stumps. That suggested that the ball was definitely going down the leg side. Well, he picked up the first wicket in that similar fashion, but on that occasion the ball was much straighter and much fuller in length as well. Slightly wider outside the off stump. The batter just let that go to the wicket keeper. He looks a completely different bowler when he's bowling fuller in length, as he's got the pace to trouble the batters with. Just need to find the perfect line, and whenever he has targeted the set of stumps, he's proven to be much more dangerous as compared to when he bowled those shorter length deliveries. Once again a swing and a miss. Trying to clear his front leg and hitting it out of the park, missing the line of the ball, and that's going to be a dot ball to end the over with. 6 of it. It's 16 for 1 after 3. "16 for 1 after 3 as Uzair, the captain, starts his second over and starts off with a wide down the leg side. Cannot afford to give these extra runs in this small run chase. As Umair Tariq picks the ball on the leg side, a fielder at mid-wicket, and he takes it comfortably. And the captain picks up another. It was a loose shot in the end by Umair Tariq. Yes, it was there to be hit, but it was a half-hearted stroke because he did not even look to clear the fence. And a fielder was positioned perfectly to take that catch. And all of a sudden, Arham Sports are now 2 down with just 17 off the board. And one of the dependable batter, Umair Tariq, now walks back after scoring just 9. more tricky now for Arham Sports as they have lost 2 wickets inside the batting power play. Both the new ball bowlers are amongst the wickets. We saw Behzad getting rid of the opener in the first over, and now Umair Tariq was dismissed by the captain earlier in this one. We have seen that in the past as well. Low scoring matches turn out to be a thriller as well in the end. Symmetric group will be hoping things would have been completely different if they had added few more runs. Brilliant timing and brilliant feeling as well. Dived all over the ball. They're looking to come back for the second run. Will get there pretty easily. But he definitely saved that boundary on that occasion. It was driven nicely on the offside. Tumbling effort from the fielder a bit off, and he did really well in the end. Uzair also opened the batting for Symmetric group. Stayed out there for quite a bit of time for his 34. Now opening the bowling and has picked up a wicket as well. Having a pretty decent match, but we'll be hoping that he can contribute a little more with his bowling. Once again, a decent delivery, completely squaring the batter up, who just hit it straight back to the bowler, who fielded that in his follow through. So a successful over comes to an end from the captain. It's 20 for 2 after 4. On the trot with the new ball. Thickish outside edge. There is no one at third man, and that's going to run away for 4. How unlucky has he been in this spell so far? Behzad once again trying that fuller length delivery, slightly wider outside the off stump. Heather was looking to go downtown once again, get a thickish chunk of the bat, and the ball just flew away towards the boundary. Not many options for the fielding side as well, because still inside the fielding restrictions with just 2 fielders can be placed outside the 30-yard ring. Although they had that fielder at fine leg, pretty fine at the boundary road, but the ball just went so fine towards the other side that there was no chance for him to go and chase down the ball. Now they have kept that fielder at third man. Pretty packed offside field. You can see 4 fielders on the offside inside the inner ring. With just a fielder at square leg inside on the leg side. Now a mid wicket has been positioned as well, pretty close to the bat. In fact, they are still making some changes to the field. Fine leg now comes up, long on, goes back. And he picks it up on the leg side. That's a big hit. One bounce and into the fence. Well, he was trying that shot in the previous delivery as well. Got that thickish outside edge, but this time got the middle of the bat. And he had all the gap in the world available on the leg side to hit a boundary there. Back-to-back boundaries for Heather. Well, he opened the batting in the first match along with Abdullah. Tonight he has come out to bat at number 4. Tries to go big again, but it was a better delivery on that occasion. Just could not get to the pitch of the ball and just drilled it towards long on. But they've got the runs they were looking for. 9 of the first 3 with still 3 balls remaining. The required run rate from the start of the innings was under 6. They are just scoring over 6 and over right now. We'll be hoping that they can get few more boundaries in the remaining 9 deliveries of the batting power play to get closer to the target. Remember, the top 2 teams will be contesting the final of the Shaikhani Super League. Slightly shorter, thickish outside edge. Once again, the ball runs down fine, and this time, even with the third man in place, he gets a boundary. Not much wrong with that delivery. Once again, the rising delivery, but he just created a bit of room for himself by roaming away from the leg stump, and that allowed him to free his arms and gets it past that wicket keeper and get another 4. First 2 boundaries coming from the bat of Heather. This time it was Hamza who was amongst the runs. Bezad was very good in his first 2 overs, has now started leaking runs as well. Knocked him over. Beautiful delivery. Great comeback this from Bezad. We have been mentioning that before as well. As soon as he tries to bowl fuller length, he causes all sorts of trouble to the batters. And this time, once again, targeting the stumps, the batter exposing the stumps, and he pays the price. The middle stump and the leg stump has been disturbed, and Bezad picks up another. His second of the night. Arham Sports have now lost their third. It's Hamza now who walks back to the dugout. It's 33 for 3. 3 wickets down with 33 runs on the board as Rehan Rashid walks in at number 5. The top scorer for Arham Sports in that first match against Big Bang, where he scored 70 unbeaten. It turned out to be the deciding factor in that first match. He was a little slow to start off with, but finally put on the accelerator pedal towards the end of the innings that day. Driven straight away. Beautifully driven, in fact. Also found the gap on the offside. Will get a boundary to start the proceedings. Effortless stroke in the end from Rehan, not using his feet much, but extending his elbows, placing the ball in the gap. Even a dive could not stop that ball. And a perfect way to start the innings. So although he picked up a wicket in that over, but it still went for 17 runs. Behzad, 5 overs have now been done. Arham Sports, in pursuit of 119, are at 37 for 3. Still no changes in the bowling attack as the captain is about to start his third. 1 for 11 his figures in the first 2 overs. Fuller in length, and just few fielders are appealing for the leg before, but neither the wicketkeeper nor the bowler was interested. They have managed to pick up 3 wickets, but once again the run rate is pretty good from Arham Sports, scoring at over 7 runs and over when the required run rate was below 6. Slightly shorter, but somehow he manages to get it into the gap between short third and backward of point. Otherwise, at wicket at this stage, and would have got things really interesting. Just need to stop those flow of runs, Symmetric group, because the wickets are coming. Slightly shorter, will be given as a wide, definitely. In fact, not given as a wide there from the umpire. Even the batter looks pretty surprised by that decision. A replay would tell clearly, otherwise to the naked eye that looked pretty wide. Defending it with a straighter bat, showing all the respect to the bowler. So maiden this time from Uzair, the captain, and the score remains on 37 for 3 after 6. And there's not much of a difference between the score of both the teams at this stage. The Symmetric group were 36 for 1 after 6, and in reply, Arham Sports are 37, but they have lost 3 wickets. So that's a sign of concern, but the fact that they're not chasing many runs, they should get there pretty easily, knowing the fact that they've got a pretty strong batting lineup and a man in form, Rehan, on strike as well. Time for a change in the bowling attack. The off spinner Rumel has now been introduced, coming around the wicket to the left-hander. He's pretty tall, so he's bound to get a bit of an extra bounce on this track. Let's see whether he can turn the ball a great deal or not. Once again staying on the back foot, and that can prove to be a little dangerous, especially to the balls that are not turning and coming back in after pitching. As if you're not going to get your bat down at the last moment, the ball is going to cannon onto the stumps or onto the pads. Working it away on the leg side, the wicketkeeper himself is after the ball, but will get those runs, in fact a run, very easily. So Arham Sports looking in no hurry whatsoever to chase down the remaining runs. Seems like they're in a mood of batting their full 20 overs. Fielding restrictions are over. 5 fielders are now standing outside inner ring. We can see the fielder at deep mid wicket and long on. We talk about the offside. You've got the fielder at long off and a fielder at deep backward of point now. In fact, a square leg has been in place as well. He tries to sweep that. Has he connected well enough? Yes, he has. Well, he had already made his mind that he's going to be hitting that big shot on the leg side, and as soon as he saw that length, cleared his front leg, sat down on one knee, deposited the ball over the fielder at mid wicket for a maximum. It's relatively easier for the right-hander to struck these sort of strokes against the off-spinner, especially when the ball is turning in and you are hitting to the wind. Still no major damage done, just 7 runs. He can still make a comeback. One good delivery to knock the batter over. And he bowls outside the off stump to earn himself another dot ball. So just 7 coming in that opening over from Rumel, and the score goes on to 44 for 3 after 7. Looks like the captain himself has decided to finish off his spell, and why not? I mean, when you've bowled very well during the batting power play, just conceded 11 in his 3, along with that wicket that he picked, I think he deserves another over. On the other hand, Rehan just comfortably placed that ball towards extra cover and get himself another run. Just 74 more needed by the batting side. We've got 77 balls remaining. So the requirement rate is not an issue at all. Just a matter of fact that if they can keep wickets in hand. Because back-to-back wickets at this stage of the innings and Symmetric group will be right back in it. We have seen funny things happening in T20 cricket. We saw that in the first match as well when Big Bang were going very nicely towards the middle stages of the innings in the first match. And at one stage, they just needed 22 to win in the 15 deliveries. And as we see another misfield from the fielder at square leg, they cannot afford to do so in this small run chase. Wasn't struck from the middle of the bat. The fielder got there, just couldn't go down to stop the ball, and the ball going between his legs. We were talking about the outcome of the first match where Big Bang just needed 22 at one stage and had 5 wickets in hand, but that over from Mohsin where he picked up a hat-trick, turned the things in the favour of the opposition, and as we speak we see another boundary, this time on the offside. So he bowled a maid in the previous one, but this time he has been hit for back-to-back boundaries by Heather. One towards the leg side and the other one on the offside past the fielder at point. And that boundary also raises the 50 up for Arham Sports, who are now at 53 for 3 after halfway through the 8th over. Full toss, hitting in the pads, and the finger has been raised. He cannot believe his luck was there. It was another full toss, could have hit that anywhere on the leg side. He decided to go for the sweep shot, missed the line of the ball, and he was trapped right in front of the stumps. And that ball would have landed on the base of the off stump. The umpire also raising his finger, making sure that the batter Heather will be walking back to the dugout after scoring 24 valuable runs for his side of just 17 deliveries. And Arham Sports have now lost 4 wickets with 53 runs on the board. Four down, 53 on the board as Zuhair walks in at number 6. Scored 18 in the first innings, did not have that much time to bat. But now you can see all of a sudden the fielders are pretty charged up. They can sense an opportunity in this match. Worked away towards long on to pick up a run to get off the mark with. But the match is still not over, folks. They still need 65 more to win with 6 wickets in hand. Arham Sports, who knows, a wicket or 2 at this stage, and we might have another thriller on our hands. It all depends on how Rehan bats at this stage now for Arham Sports. Slightly short up, put away, but couldn't get it in the gap. Chance of a run out, but they needed a better throw. Looks like he did not even respond to the call there from the non-strikers end. As soon as he hit it, he went for that single. and was almost halfway down the track when the fielder gathered the ball and decided to throw at the wicketkeeper's end, but he should have targeted the stumps himself. There you see brilliant effort in the field and had to turn around, and in that process just could not make sure that the throw was at the line of the stumps. Rehan clearly disappointed with his partner at the other end. Hopefully no major damage done. A dot ball to end the over. It's 54 for 4 after 8. Starting his second over, Rumail Ahmed walked away nicely towards the fielder at long on to earn himself another run by Zohaib. No urgency being shown here by any of the batters whatsoever by Arham Sports. Just feel like they're looking to deal in singles and twos and trying to stretch this match as much as possible. Might be a wide down the leg side. Yes, it is. Looks like they're going to operate with spinners for the remaining overs. Symmetric group. Better delivery. Once again staying inside the crease, not using his feet much. He's doing the same thing as he did in the first match, Rehan. Trying to soak up that pressure by facing few dot deliveries and then going big towards the end of the innings. Once again a wide down the leg side. It's a pretty risky line of attack because they haven't placed any fielder at fine leg. Now the fine leg fielder has been asked to move a little finer by their captain Uzair, who is standing at first slip himself. Works it away gently towards mid wicket, will just jog along for that single. The Shaikhani Super League being played here at Gulberg GYMKHANA consists of 7 matches, 6 round matches, and then the all-important final, which is going to be played by the 2 top teams. And if they can manage to win this game tonight, Arham Sports, they will be inching closer to secure that spot in the final. Walks it away on the leg side by the right-hander Zohaib and will get another run. And all the action of this Shaikhani Super League, the triangular series, can be watched on the YouTube channel of TNVisions, one of the leading sporting channel, where you can watch all the sporting action throughout the year. Carrying on the back foot, once again working it straight back to the bowler, who stops it on the follow through. Slowly and steadily getting through his overs, Rumail. Firing it up, worked away towards the leg side, will get a run and will retain the strike at the start of next. 9 done, it's 60 for 4, needing 59 more runs to win in the 11 overs that are remaining. Time for another change in the bowling attack. It's going to be sprint from both ends as Afzal Rao is about to start his first over, replacing his captain Uzair. Starts off with a full toss that has been hit away towards the mid wicket, but will just yield another run to Rehan. Another wicket taking option in Symmetric group lineup. Afzal Rao. So far, Uzair and Behzad have been the wicket takers. They have shared 2 wickets apiece. Sohaib is still relatively newer at the crease, has just faced 3 deliveries for 3 runs. Slightly shorter, but once again hitting it straight to that fielder at backward of point. Leg spinner with a first slip in place, waiting for the outside edge. It's a pickup shot. Long on fielder, jumps in the air, but to no avail. Hitting against the turn, against the wind, but still being able to clear the fence, Sohaib. It's not a small 6 by any stretch of imagination, because it's a longer boundary straight down the ground, and the long on fielder, he's pretty tall, but still just could not take it out of thin air. So another maximum in the innings. Well, we just saw 2 maximums being hit in the first inning. Well, they have already hit 4. Once again pitched up, worked away towards mid wicket. Another run taken. They might not be able to win this game tonight, Symmetric group, but they have still given up a good amount of fight to restrict the opposition. Must be hoping what would have happened if they had gone past 150. Would have been a different ball game altogether. It's a wrong gun attempt. It worked away towards the offside. Won't get a run. Just like Mohammad Mohsin, even Afzal Rao has the ability of turning the ball both ways. Plenty of open spaces available on the leg side as Rehan picks up another run towards mid wicket. Ten done. It's 69 for 4 after the halfway stage. Romel starts his third with another dot ball. 50 now needed in 59 deliveries. How many overs will they consume to chase down the remaining runs? Only time will tell. Big appeal, but I think there was some bat involved. And that's what the umpire thinks as well, as he decided not to raise a swinger. Well, that's what happens when you decide to stay on the back foot for majority of the deliveries. Romel once again coming around the wicket, firing in that ball in the line of the stumps. But definitely it was the inside edge that saved Rehan on that ball. Slightly shorter, hit away on the offside, but it's well packed. There is a fielder out there, will just get a run. Well, we saw Zohaib taking his chances in the previous over against the leg spinner Afzal Rao, and he got a maximum towards long on. Will he go after the off spinner as well? Because up till now, Romel has bowled pretty well. Just 14 runs conceded in the 2.5 overs. 48 now more to win. 6 wickets in hand. Pretty strong breeze flowing across the ground as well. Well, Rehan is just dealing in singles, so it won't be a bad idea if they can place another fielder inside the inner ring, especially towards the mid-wicket, pretty close to the bat. Because most of the time, his runs have come in that region. If an off-spinner is coming around the wicket targeting the stumps, Rehan has just simply dabbed the ball towards the mid-wicket and got a run on almost every occasion. If you can block that single and make him do something extraordinary, who knows, they might get another wicket at this stage. There are so many decisions to make when you're not defending many runs. Just need to think after every delivery as a captain. What field changes you need to make, what regular bowling changes you need to apply. So far he has done a pretty decent job, Uzair Ahmed, the captain. He has done a pretty decent job as well, Romel, with conceding just 3. Slog sweep attempted into the gap and into the fence. And the mid-wicket fielder had given up very early in the run chase. Once again sitting down on one knee, hitting it with the turn. It was in the gap. Mid-wicket was trying his best to get down to the ball, but it was a ball that was timed too well that won the race. So 7 runs in that over from Romel. After 11, it's 76 for 4. Rehan now facing the leg spinner Afzal Rao will be coming around the wicket once again. And he bowls a wrong gun. It's such a lovely delivery as a leg spinner. When you're coming around the wicket, the natural angle is going to bring the ball back in the left-hander, and as soon as it pitches, it just leaves the left-hander. And that is where the fielder at first left comes into play, when he decides to go big and he just launches that over long on. And that ball might have struck one of the homes near to the ground. And he was staying very silent before that shot. And as soon as he decided to go big, look at how far and how high the ball went. Not many sixes have been hit in tonight's game, but this one was clearly the biggest. This time it was short and wide and comfortably worked away on the offside. He's like a silent beast, Rehan. He doesn't go for those big shots toward the start of the innings, but when he gets his eye in and when he launches them, they usually go big. That 6 has brought down the equation much more in the favor of the batting side, who just need 36 now more to win. Afzal Rao now decides to bowl to the right-hander, who works it away once again into gap. Long on is trying his level best to get to the ball, which he does. And they just get a single. Could have got 2, but I don't think they are in any sort of hurry whatsoever. They know they are well in command of winning this game once again tonight. Arham Sports has been another solid performance both with the ball as well as with the bat. Still keeping that fielder at first slip. We might see another wrong gun. And he decided to bowl an off spinner. fired that in, but he was waiting for it, Rehan. As he was expecting the length of that delivery. Once again, flighting it up, hitting it on the offside. Will get another run. And will keep the strike at the start of next over. 12 done. It's 85 for 4. Arham Sports, who now just need 34 more to win in the remaining 8 overs. Especially with a shorter boundary on the leg side. Drops it shorter, put away nicely. Struck it powerfully and gets another boundary. And this is what we were talking about. As a left arm spinner, you cannot afford to pitch the ball shorter, knowing the fact that you have got a shorter leg side boundary. And even with those two fielders at square leg and mid wicket in place, as soon as the batter finds the gap, the outfield does the rest. And they score the runs. So the pressure has now clearly shifted towards the bowling side. Because at one stage they were still in the game and they had the opposition at 53 for 4. But this partnership is now bringing the game back in the favour of Arham Sports, who are about to register their second victory in this Shaikhani Super League. Slightly shorter on the offside. The ball did not bounce a great deal. As a result, he played it comfortably towards the long off for Rehan, who is once again amongst the runs. Still early days in this triangular series, but he is at the second position in the leading run scorers with 95 to his name. Rehan Nazim, obviously the centurion in the first match of Team Big Bang, is still leading the chart with 111. Scored a magnificent century, but still could not help his side go over the winning line. As we see Zohaib once again hitting it comfortably between mid-wicket and long on and picking up yet another run. We've already talked about the leading run scorers, and if we talk about the leading wicket takers, Mohammad Mohsin once again of Arham Sports, leading the charts with 7 wickets in just 2 matches. So he has been too hot to handle and has been really difficult to pick by all the batters so far who has faced him. Once again decides to go big and he hits it straight over the side screen. Twice he has attempted that big stroke, Rehan, and on both the occasion he has cleared the fence comfortably. In the arc, well, got the room as well, got underneath the pitch of the ball and just launched that over long off. Moves into the 30s now, Rehan. Once again slightly shorter, but this time getting a bit of turn, Noor. So an expensive first over comes to an end from the spinner. 12 of it. It's 97 for 4 after 13. Time for a change in the bowling attack as the fast bowler has been introduced. Ali starts off with another full toss, which was put away comfortably towards the mid-off, but no run taken. So just within a touching distance of getting their second victory. Arham Sports now 22 more to win. 41 balls remaining. 6 wickets in hand. Shortish delivery. Slightest of appeal there from the wicket keeper, but not much enthusiasm being shown there by the bowler. Ali Qureshi now bowling the 14th over. Starting over 2 dot balls. Down the leg side, worked away towards square leg, just get a run, Zohaib. And the strike now comes back with Rehan, the left-hander, who is once again being the leading scorer in this innings for Arham Sports. He looks so calm under any sort of pressure. Because when he came out to bat, his side was 4 down with 53 on the board, but he still took all that pressure on himself and now has decided to launch big. He has hit 2 maximums already in this innings. You might see some more. Change in the field now, long on in place with the left-hander and a field at a deep square leg. Mid-wicket is inside, mid-off is in place as well. Now they have decided to get that helmet because definitely Ali Qureshi is operating with decent pace. As a batter, they cannot afford to take any risk whatsoever because you never know, the ball just bounce off the wicket and come at a pretty awkward height. Slightly shorter put away, but there is a fielder at square leg. And as soon as he put on that helmet, straight away Ali Qureshi bowled a bouncer at him. Slower one, completely bamboozled the right hand, and that was not far away from the off stump either. Zohaib was very early into that stroke. Lost the grip of the bat as well. Could have easily disturbed the off stump, but not to be. But a decent start is from Ali Qureshi, just 2 singles in his opening over. And the score now moves on to 99 for 4 after 14. Another wicket has gone down. Zuhaib Saifullah was looking to use his feet, but he has been stumped and will be walking back to the dugout after scoring 19 of 16 deliveries. It's 106 for 5 after 15, with Arham Sports now needing just 13 more to win in the last 5 overs. Just 30 now needed of 30 deliveries. Rehan once again on strike as Ali Qureshi starts his another over. The new batter in is Salman Shaikhani, but he's now standing at the non-striker's end. Just a matter of few deliveries before they register yet another victory at Arham Sports and go to the top of the points table with 2 wins in 2 games. Another bouncer attempted a slower bouncer, and he was way too early into that stroke, Rehan. Pick up shot on the leg side, it's into the gap, no fielder at mid wicket, and he's going to get himself another 4. Once again targeting the pads, but this time just moving away from the line of leg stump and picking it over mid wicket to get yet another 4, Rehan. And that boundary has now reduced the remaining runs into single figures because they now just need 9 more to win. Slower one once again put away on the offside. Into the 40s. He's once again Rehan. 42 of 37 deliveries, total 112 runs, and now becomes the leading scorer of this Shaikhani Super League. Around the wicket, gets a thickish outside edge. That's going to run down fine and will find the fence. Third man did not even bother to chase that one. Low full toss, trying to open the face of the bat, getting a thickish outside half of the bat, and the ball just going towards the right of the wicket keeper and touching the boundary ropes. So just 5 more needed by Arham Sports. 4 needed for Rehan to complete yet another half centuries. pitched up, driven past the fielder at extra cover. Mid-off is running for that one. And they decided not to go for a run. So a dot delivery to end the over with 8 runs coming in that over from Ali Qureshi. It's 114 for 5 after 16. Five more needed with Salman Shaikhani now on strike. Dabs it towards short third. Won't get a run. Gets it to the batter and the wicket keeper. That's going to run down fine. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. Yes, got an inside edge, Salman Shaikhani. And with that boundary, the scores are now level. With Arham Sports just needing one more to win. Imanul Haq targeting their stumps, knew how close that ball was to the leg stump. That ball just jacked back in after pitching. Would have easily dragged that ball back onto the stumps, but luck favoring Salman on that occasion and the ball going down fine towards the boundary ropes. So just one more needed. Still will have to wait for that. Drilled it straight to the fielder at mid-off, who was standing pretty close to the bat. And now all the fielders are now standing inside the inner ring to protect that single. As Imanul Haq once again stops that ball and is followed through. So Salman Shaikhani starting the proceedings at the first innings with the ball in his hands, and looks like he's going to be hitting the winning runs as well. He clops that one over long on, and that's going to run away for 4 as well. Fittingly, Salman Shaikhani hitting the winning runs, and with that, Arham Sports also winning this game comfortably by 5 wickets. Clinical performance both with the bat as well as with the ball. First by restricting the opposition for just 118, and then to chase down the remaining runs with few overs to spare and 5 wickets in tank. So with the second victory, they go at the top of the points table in this triangular series, Shaikhani Super League, and they inch closer to the finals spot. 5 wickets were lost in this run chase by Arham Sports. Abdullah and Hamza came out to open the batting. Abdullah was dismissed in the very first over by Behzad. Hamza scored 12 before he was dismissed as well. Umair scoring 9, couldn't get a big score tonight in his first match. Heather scoring 24 of just 17. Rehan once again staying unbeaten for his 46. Zuhaib also supported him well towards the middle stages of the innings, where he scored 19 of 16 deliveries, and we saw Salman Shaikhani scoring 8 and hitting the winning runs. Talking about the bowling effort, it was Behzad and the captain Uzair who took the new ball, and they shared 2 wickets amongst each other. And the other wicket taker was Romel, the off-spinner, who picked up a wicket in a spell of 4 overs and gave away 27. So Symmetric group, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first, scoring 118, were bundled out for just 118, could not even play their full 20 overs. And in reply, Arham Sports winning the game comfortably by 5 wickets. With almost 3 overs to spare. And with his brilliant batting performance once again tonight, scoring unbeaten 46 runs, Rehan Rashid will be adjudged the man of the match once again. That is it from the second match of the Shaikhani Super League. We'll join you once again next week for the third match of this triangular series, which will be played between Team Big Bang and Symmetric Group next Saturday here at GYMKHANA. And you can watch all the action live on the YouTube's official channel of TNVisions production.